He didn't arrive with a spotlight. He arrived with a phone camera, a sharp sense of humor, and timing that felt almost accidental. One moment, he was just another young Kenyan chasing laughs online. The next, his face, or rather his voice and presence, began circulating everywhere. Not because he was loud, but because he was real. And behind the viral clips and familiar collaborations is a story most people haven't paused long enough to hear. Before we go deeper, if you enjoy stories like this, subscribe. You won't want to miss what comes next. In Kenya's fast-moving digital comedy scene, not every rising star comes with flashy numbers or public balance sheets. Makwaka Mitch, also known as Mitch Kenya, is one of those creators whose influence is visible long before the money is documented. Unlike industry giants such as Churchill or Eric Omondi, his net worth is not publicly disclosed. And that's not a weakness. It's a marker of where he is in the journey. An emerging comedian building momentum, not myth. His income, like many digital creators at this stage, likely comes from live performances, cultural events, social media monetization, and early brand collaborations, streams that grow quietly before they explode publicly. There are no luxury mansions to tour yet, no supercars to headline thumbnails. Just steady progress, stage appearances, and a growing name. Before we go deeper, if you enjoy stories like this, subscribe. You won't want to miss what comes next. What makes his story compelling isn't excess, it's potential. Because audiences don't follow Makwaka Mitch for wealth. They follow him for relatability, timing, and humor that feels rooted in everyday Kenyan life. This is the chapter before the numbers. And those chapters are often the most important. Every comedian has a beginning that looks ordinary until it doesn't. For Makwaka Mitch, that beginning was short skits, recorded simply, shared casually, and released into the unpredictable world of social media. No big production, no guaranteed audience, just consistency. His humor leaned into situational comedy, familiar phrases, and everyday Kenyan experiences, the kind that makes viewers say, "This guy knows us." Slowly, the views started to climb. Then came collaborations, most notably with MCA Tricky, one of Kenya's most recognizable comedic voices. Sharing space with an established comedian didn't overshadow him. It sharpened him. Suddenly, audiences weren't just laughing. They were remembering his name. Before we go deeper, if you enjoy stories like this, subscribe. You won't want to miss what comes next. Platforms followed naturally. On TikTok, his clips circulated widely, collecting thousands of likes and shares. On Facebook, his posts resonated under the now-familiar phrase, Makwaka Bato, aka Mboka, grounding his brand in humor that feels local and authentic. On YouTube, performances and collaborations expanded his reach beyond short-form content. One of his defining moments came at KU Cultural Week 2025, where he performed alongside MCA Tricky before a massive audience. For many creators, that kind of stage either exposes weakness or confirms readiness. For Makwaka Mitch, it did the latter. But even then, this was only the beginning. Before we go deeper, if you enjoy stories like this, subscribe. You won't want to miss what comes next. Unlike many rising internet personalities, Makwaka Mitch keeps his personal life deliberately low-key. There are no public disclosures about relationships, children, or family dynamics. Not because there's nothing there, but because he chooses privacy over performance. That decision has shaped his image. Audiences connect with his humor without being pulled into unnecessary drama. They see the comedian, not the controversy. In an industry where oversharing often becomes currency, his restraint feels refreshing, almost intentional. It allows viewers to project themselves into the humor rather than focus on headlines. And in the long run, that quiet boundary may be one of his smartest moves. Before we go deeper, if you enjoy stories like this, subscribe. You won't want to miss what comes next. Few people realize that Makwaka Mitch's comedy relies heavily on timing rather than exaggeration. His delivery is subtle, sometimes understated, which is why his skits age well and remain rewatchable. Another overlooked detail is how strategically he collaborates. He doesn't chase every big name. he aligns with voices that complement his rhythm, allowing his own presence to remain visible. Despite growing popularity, he hasn't rushed into over-branding or forced endorsements. That patience suggests long-term thinking rather than quick monetization. And perhaps most surprising, his rise hasn't been fueled by controversy, shock humor, or online feuds. Just consistency and discipline. In today's digital economy, that's rare. Before we go deeper, if you enjoy stories like this, subscribe. You won't want to miss what comes next. So who is Makwaka Mitch? Not a finished product, not a viral accident, but a comedian standing at the edge of something bigger. From short skits to cultural stages, from online laughs to live applause, his journey is unfolding in real time, quietly, steadily, and authentically. And if history has taught us anything about Kenyan comedy, it's that the most dangerous phase is when people are just starting to notice you. If you enjoyed this documentary, like the video, subscribe for more untold stories behind rising names. And comment below, do you think Makwaka Mitch is Kenya's next breakout comedy star? Because this story is far from over. Performing arts